sucks, I say hello, 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 hello. You can't do what I do, that's just something you don't. I make this look easy from the way that I talk. On tip mention, I be turning suckers to ghosts. I be like Rock the Great One, I lay a smack down when I'm on the station. I never back down, I'm an inspiration. Illuminate a little with imagination. Now who the hell tell me?
Hey, what's up, GP fam? This is Gary from GP Performance and Tuning, and today we got something nice on the dyno. Now, I've been working on getting one of these into the shop for quite some time, and it took a minute, but we finally got one in the shop. Now, this is a 2019 Yamaha MT-10. Yes, sir, MT-10. These bikes are freaking amazing. I've been wanting to get one of these in the shop for quite a bit, but not too many people rock them. And that's okay, because who cares? We finally got one in the shop. So now, this bike didn't come in for like super high performance things. The bike is still running a catalytic converter. It's still running stock exhaust system. We did update the air filter to a Sprint P85 filter, not the F1. But we did upgrade that because, as you know, Yamaha and Kawasaki and Suzuki, they all started restricting their air filters pretty significantly. So for you to make sure you get the maximum amount of power out of these bikes, you have to change the air filter, okay? Now, again, this bike is still, as you can see, is running a stock exhaust. The owner doesn't want to upgrade. He's happy with the way the bike is as it is. He's an older gentleman, so that's okay. There's no problem with that. But he does want to get a little bit more kick to his step. So he brought it here to us at GP Performance Tuning to get that GP touch, baby. Yes. So we are just going to go ahead and do some runs. Now, I cheated, guys. I did make some runs the other night. These were just base pulls. The bike didn't really perform very well, as you can imagine. It being a stock bike, it really is like down under for power. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Oh, turn it this way. There we go. As you guys can see, the bike only made 127 horsepower, and look at that power graph. It sucks, guys. It really, really, really sucks. So we're gonna go ahead and, sorry guys, I got this gimbal. This gimbal, you think that would be easy to work. There we go. So, one of these days I'll get somebody to help me out. But, so yeah, he brought it to us, and we're going to go ahead and work on those numbers to pump them up a bit, all right? So I know there's a lot of restrictions in the throttle with this bike, and I already know for a fact fueling is not where it needs to be for optimal performance, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take care of that and get the bike GP tuned the way it should be, all right, guys? So let's get into it. All right, guys, so as you can see, it's not very loud. It's not very powerful. It's like, okay, we make a little bit of power. All right, so let me just go to show you guys that it really does not make any power, okay? Now, there you guys have it. The first run was the other day. So the bottom two is what I just did now. Look at that ugly dip right there. That ugly dip. Now that is the velocity stacks transitioning to open. So that's what you had, that dip there. But then you can see that over here on this end. Let me go ahead and fix this gimbal a bit. You can see that on this end, the bike just pretty much just falls on its face. So it definitely needs a GP tune to go ahead and get that taken care of, okay? So that's what we're here for. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that, and let's start making some power. Let's go. Alright guys, so you guys can see we're at 143, 142. The AFR is looking a hell of a lot better. We still need to work right here and right here, but we're getting closer. So yeah, it's looking a hell of a lot better. Little bit more work and we'll get there. Yeah. Who says you can't make a stock exhaust cost just a little? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright guys, so this is the last pull. I don't think there's any more that we can do to this. We play with timing, we play with fueling, we play with throttle plates, we did a whole bunch of things. And I think we're gonna finally reach the max this bike's able to pull out. Now remember, this bike is also running a stock exhaust system, which is what's holding the bike back a lot. So it is what it is. We're gonna do our best, all right? So let's see what we got, okay? See if we can hit it again. All right, GP fam, so we are done. We've been tuning this bike for a while now, and I feel like we got it pretty damn good. I don't think it's going to get any better than this. She did pick up a good amount of power, even with the stock cat on it and the stock exhaust system. So I'm very, very happy, and I couldn't have asked for more when it comes to this bike. Okay, so let's check out the numbers, all right? Now... You guys can see the air-fuel ratio. If I was to try to chase this, I'd probably be chasing it all day, but that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that right there. So let's just talk about numbers, okay? So that last pull you seen was around 151. The one before that, 152. And then the good one's 153.6. So, well, as the bike continues to make pulls, everything's heating up. So I'm going to get some parasitic loss from heat. And I'm sure that once that cat starts to get really, really hot, it starts to restrict the bike in ways that it shouldn't be if it wasn't there. So as I keep on doing more and more pulls, that cat's getting hot, and is restricting the way the exhaust is being pushed out of the bike. So it is what it is. Again, this customer doesn't want to install an exhaust system at the moment. Maybe one day I could talk him into it, but at the moment he is fine with the way the bike is, so we just have to go with that. Now, let's look at some before and after. So, let me close all this. Let's pick the best one, which is the last, the third to the last, and then we're going to go ahead and pick the first. Look at that, guys. Look at the difference, man, between stock and our tune. You know what I mean? Now, I'll try to go ahead and try to see if I can smooth out. Where's my cursor? There it is. Try to see if I can smooth out the dips. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I added timing to those areas, subtract the timing, whatever. I tried different things, and unfortunately, this bike is just not really responding to those changes. And I think, again, that's due to the stock exhaust system still being on the bike. So if the stock exhaust system wasn't on the bike, we wouldn't have this little valve on here, and I'm pretty sure that valve is probably opening and closing when it shouldn't be, when I don't want it to. And unfortunately, Woolers doesn't offer me a way to keep this open or control it in the tune. Hopefully one day they will. But as you guys can see, I am not joking. This thing is still running the catalytic converter right there. So again, that's just a big, huge restriction. This bike has to push all that exhaust fumes right out of that cat. And I'm positive that cat's probably starting to get clogged up as the bike gets older. But it is what it is. There's nothing we could do about it. Again, the owner doesn't want to change the exhaust system, so we just got to roll with it. But like I said, the bike did amazing. I mean, she did really, really well for being a bike that had a stock exhaust system on. I mean, look at that, 127 to 153. Now, how does that look on, let me adjust this real quick. How does that look right here at the very big end? There you go, guys. The bike went from 123 to 153. So that's what, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's 30 horsepower, guys. That is 30 horsepower right there that the bike picked up. So it's going to be a completely different animal. And it's just going to go out there and just kill. So I'm positive that this owner is going to be happy with the way that the bike is coming out. I know that I'm happy with the way the bike is coming out. It took me a little bit to kind of try to figure out what was the best combo, I guess you could say, to get max power. And this was it right here. So I try to get the air fuel ratio to be more perfect because I really try to push my skills to make sure like I have a perfect air fuel ratio. But again, this bike is running a catalytic converter, which kind of throws things off a little. The bike's not always consistent, and that's just something that we just have to deal with, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But again, I'm very, very happy with the way the bike performed. Again, this thing is just really only performance mod it has. It's just a sprint filter. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that, guys. I'm very, very cool with that. So if you have an MT-10 and you want to get tuned by us, please reach out to us. We'll be able to get you scheduled, get you in here, do the same thing that we do with this. Hopefully you'll be more interested in doing an exhaust system so that we can unleash even more power. If I had an exhaust system in this bike, I'm pretty positive this bike would have been in the 160s, for sure. Maybe even higher. I don't know. Who knows? But it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it. So again, if you have a MT-10 and you want to get tuned by us, let us know. We'll be able to schedule you in and get your bike taken care of. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm just a small guy trying to grow and get my YouTube presence going. So please just go ahead and share, do the like, do the notification, subscribe. That stuff really, really helps me. And I'm just hoping that you guys continue to enjoy my content. So also I got a mic now. So it's not, I had it on earlier. I put it on the phone now. So it's on the phone. So hopefully you guys can hear me better than what it was before. So I do have a nice mic, DJI Compliments of 650 Eve. He hooked me up with it. Now it was his older mic set. He bought a newer mic set. So he gave me this one at a really, really good deal. Hey, shout out. I don't need to spend the $350 on a new mic set compared to what I paid for this one. This mic set will probably do just fine for us for now. Once the channel starts to grow, then I can go ahead and justify getting more expensive toys to go make this content. But for now, I'm happy with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, please like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. See you on the next one.